What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and today I want to talk very openly and honestly about the state of the channel, of content creation, and kind of just what I've been up to, because this has been a very strange and unfortunately a very difficult year because of the death of my mother and my dad dealing with cancer and stuff like that, but also just so many freaking uploads. So let's talk. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to discuss some tough topics today, but I want to begin with a gigantic deep dive thank you. The channel just continues to grow. I'm always getting new subscribers, I'm always having videos that sort of pop off, and I feel like my expression of thanks truly cannot convey how impossibly fun this last 11 years has been. I have just gotten a chance to play so many games, to see so many crazy experiences. I've had a chance to travel for the first time in my life. I'm one of those guys that was a broke kid in Texas, and I assumed I was going to die a broke kid in Texas. But because of the support, the views, the likes, and stuff like that, I've had a chance to go to California, to Washington, and as I upload this, I'm actually in New York for a secret project. And I guess I'm just in this spot where I cannot thank you guys enough for making this dream come true. I have always wanted to just play video games. That's all I've done my whole life. I have no college experience. I don't really have any formal training. I was just a guy who worked at a bookstore, who buys probably too many books and loves beating every single thing I can get my hands on. And so the fact that this actually worked, for my first 100,000 subscribers, I didn't even have a camera. I used to film all my videos. My first 500 videos were filmed with a cell phone. It is wild that this rather chaotic experience actually managed to work. I feel like I won the lottery, to be honest with you, but I have seen some comments, some concerns about my mental health, and some sort of people saying it feels like things have changed, and I think that's a fair concern. In January, my mother very suddenly passed away, and she was an incredibly bad person. She very abusive, starved, beat the kids, did a lot of very bad stuff, very addicted to drugs and stuff like that. One time she smashed a glass on my father's throat and it cut his throat right in front of me. And my point is the fact that dealing with the death of Mom was a hard thing to do because I just didn't know how to feel, how to address it. But it's also been incredibly difficult because I love this job a lot. YouTube is the best job ever, but one of the requirements of it is to always be uploading. The YouTube algorithm is incredibly brutal. It's just about, you gotta constantly be covering the next hot topic, the next cool game, the next crazy piece of breaking news, of layoffs or acquisitions and stuff like that. And I love this job, but it has been very strange this year to be in a state of such deep grief. And this is, of course, during my father dealing with cancer. My father had stage 4 nose cancer the same time my mother passed away, and he beat it. He's made a complete recovery. He's doing very good. He's got to regain some weight. But it has been weird that between that and going to therapy and reading books about grief and trauma and trying to figure out where I'm at and stuff like that, it is weird to be sitting down and talking about terrible video games and stuff. So some people have said that they've noticed I have moved away a bit from review scores, and that now I'm kind of just talking more about the emotional impact of games, if they make me mad or sad or happy or delighted or confused. And instead of just laser focusing on here's every single bad part about it, I've been trying to be more conceptual in my content. And I have seen some people saying that they enjoy that, but I have seen some people sort of saying that they feel like I have pivoted a bit. And this has been by choice. To be honest with you, I am still going to review the games I want to review, but I am less interested in big viral videos. I'm just trying to make the content that I feel like I would want to watch. I feel like that's the number one rule of YouTube, right? Is make the content that you would find interesting and hopefully other people find it interesting. So that's why I'm talking about game updates and free-to-play stuff and lots more stuff on PC, and it's been honestly a very fun and fulfilling experience. So I do want to thank you guys for sticking with me as I kind of try out different stuff, different tones, because it has been a learning experience, and it's been very fun. I do kind of want to do some deep dive retrospectives, but I mean, I feel like those videos would be incredibly difficult to make and probably get like 4 views, but I am tempted to do like a series where I go back and review like classic RPGs that I think are awesome, especially stuff that's already on PlayStation. Like, I think it'd be cool to do like a deep dive review of Legend of Dragoon getting a platinum trophy or stuff like that. But I want to thank people because I have seen some people say that YouTube has sort of shifted. It does feel like there has been a lot of content creators that are beginning to retire or giving up or honestly being canceled. There has been a lot of drama of big people getting outed as weirdos, but also there has just been a lot of YouTubers and streamers and stuff that are kind of walking away. And I'm not quitting anytime soon, but I have noticed that it does feel like people want blood. The audience, especially in the gaming space, it does feel like they are negative by default. It does feel like more games are in more controversies and getting more hated before they even have a chance to really show themselves, you know? Like recently, G-Man, I love this guy, friend of mine, incredibly good reviewer. He did an impressions video where he played Star Wars Outlaws. I did an impressions video about it as well, but he basically said he had a pretty damn good time with it, and he got flooded with hate, negative comments, downvote bombs, and he ended up taking the video down for about 12 hours, and he put it back up. But it, to me, was an interesting example of, I feel like there is this distrust that exists on the internet now that to me has been very interesting to watch. I have been covering video games since literally the Wii U. Some of my earliest reviews were actually Wii U games, and then PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Now we're watching the launch of the PlayStation 5 and the death of the Xbox and stuff like that. I made videos when the Nintendo Switch first came out. I made multiple videos hating on the Nintendo Switch because I just thought it was a bad, underpowered console with not enough games. And then I took to the L and kind of came back and explained why that was so wrong. But I find it kind of interesting that now when you enjoy stuff, you have to prove it. And I think that's just such a different space. Like used to, if you were reviewing a game, you'd kind of just say, hey, here's what's good or what's bad or whatever like that. And now people are kind of like, okay, tell me every single detail of why you're allowed to enjoy this. And I'm not even really complaining. I think it's just that, honestly, everybody is broke. Everybody is miserable. A lot of people are underpaid, overworked, they don't have health insurance. I think a lot of that negativity is bleeding into the gaming space and YouTube in general. And I'm not even saying that's the wrong position, but it has been interesting to watch how things have gotten more and more bleak. I have been making YouTube videos for 11 years, and I find it just kind of odd at times to consider how much I've done. I have made thousands of videos at this point. I've grown on a lot of positions. There's stuff I completely despised that I've realized I was wrong about. And I almost think it's interesting that I have done all of this between living a life. And I almost think about the fact that I've had a lot of very nice girlfriends. I've had a lot of girlfriends in videos. I was almost married in 2019, and I've lived a lot of life while putting out so much content. I've been focusing on my health and trying to bulk up and stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm in this spot where I am incredibly thankful of how far we've come, but I'm also so excited about what comes next. I'm excited about my personal life and more traveling and games and craziness, but I'm also excited to share stuff with you guys. So if it feels like I've changed a bit, I have. I don't know if you can hear that. I guess my roommate is taking a shower. Yes, I still have a bunch of roommates because I still like to save all the money I can. But let me wrap this up in case you can hear that shower blasting. Thank you guys for being with me so far, and let's hope I can last another 11 years in the future, because man, I got a lot more games to play. You guys rock. I genuinely love you guys so much, and thank you. It has been wild to be doing this for 11 years, and yeah, I get some hate comments, and yeah, people say I suck and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm in a spot where even if people say mean stuff to me, I definitely have gotten thousands of comments this year saying I have had thousands of people mock my mother dying and people talking about wanting to murder my cat and cut my throat and, I see all that stuff. But I guess it just doesn't get to me because at the end of the day, I'm still living the best damn life ever. So thank you guys for the good vibes and thank you for the commitment because I cannot believe how lucky I am. And it's genuinely purely because of you guys. So thank you, and please keep dreaming. What a good damn life.